Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Don't be stupid. Don't podcast.
Whoa,
What's up, people?
That was sudden.
Yeah, nice and clean cut right there. What's up? Welcome to the Don't Be Stupid podcast. What's up, Tom?
Konnichiwa.
What's up, E?
What happened?
Yeah, I didn't
You a
want
little
to. I
hungry,
didn't want
huh?
to take
A little
his
thirsty, a
thunder.
little hungry. I see you trying to get with it.
What's happening? I don't hear myself no more.
I hear
You
you.
don't hear yourself no more.
You hear me?
I hear you.
I mean, you know,
Something happened.
double check it though. Make
Oh,
sure.
there you go, there you go.
As long as you're good, you know what you're good. Welcome to another episode of Don't Be Stupid with my man Tone, my man E. I think we the heat. It's kind of got me in that relaxed, hot ass mood. Like, man, all I want to do is sleep all the damn day. I'm like, and then E come in. He was like, he ready to go knock the fuck back out. Tone the only one coming with energy and shit. So I'm curious to see how this podcast gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll see. And he was the one working late. I'm thinking Tone gonna come in dragging. He came in like, fuck it, let's get to it.
Let's go. That's what we're here for.
So what's happening in the world, fellas? What's cracking? What's going down, man? You know, I ain't talked to y'all in a couple of days. What's cracking? What's going down?
Olympics.
Olympics. Are you impressed or unimpressed?
Oh, as far as the whole ceremony crap.
I mean, we got the elephant in the room. Two things, I think. You got the Olympic basketball team, the men's basketball team, and their troubles, and then you got Russia, who ain't supposed to be in the Olympics, killing. So you know, those two big things to me.
They got by with that ROC bullshit.
I mean, from my understanding, they're supposed to have been banned.
The Rock.
So
No, they're under the Olympic band.
they're under the Olympic ban,
Yeah,
but they still compete.
they're still competing. They just can't.
I
They
don't
can't.
get what the Rock. What's the Rock?
The ROC.
Yeah.
That's Russia. They just can't fly the Russian flag during.
That's what it is?
Yeah, because
They singing their songs and all that.
man,
What's the count?
they finessed
They
all
still
that.
not-
You motherfuckers.
On the medal count, they not. I mean, I don't know what they did today, but they weren't. It was China leading, then it was United States. I don't know who was third.
Japan got to be.
I got to
kinda
agree with
somewhere
you.
Yeah,
up
man.
I think it was Japan third. So
Yeah,
I mean, you're saying
Japan.
that they whipping ass now. I don't. What they whipping ass at?
From my understanding, they won the Girls Olympics gymnastics.
I don't know about
They got
that.
the gold. They got the gold for
They
that.
got to go. For
Biles out.
Yeah, but
yeah,
they got
about
the
she
silver.
went out because of, the physical. She said she was having, just
I gotta wonder about that.
That young lady
mental,
got problems.
not mental. She was just challenged. A lot of
Should be
things on her
I
mind.
think there's more than that going on.
You think she's physically
matter of fact,
hurt?
that's what started the whole conversation while I was late. That's what we was talking about. I just think there's more to it than that.
You think she's physically hurt?
No. I think it's, I hate to say it, but I was watching Sunday. I think it was Sunday when they had him on. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's just me, because I looked online, I didn't see it nowhere else. But to me, I remember watching, what's her name, Simone Biles. She did her whatever she did, right? Wasn't a great routine, whatever her, not a routine. She was doing the, I don't know, some kind of shit where she runs and flips, hits the horse, and then does the thing and then lands.
The vault?
Is that what it is? The vault. Anyway,
Oh boy, we don't know none of that shit.
well, what I do know is after she did what she did, I guess it wasn't a great.
She didn't stick her landing, I heard.
Yeah, it wasn't that great, but when she went over to the side, to they always go to the side, they high five each other, and then they go to their backpack and start packing. Either they get ready for the next thing, or
Move
they
to
pack
the
their
next
stuff
cycle.
and move to the next
Right,
thing.
right.
I noticed that in her cycle of high fiving, the first girl she didn't high five, and then she high fived the other ones. It was almost like a little friction thing going on. Or maybe I got it. Maybe I got a little messed up. Maybe she high fived whoever it is they showed, and then they had the girl go after her. It was a white girl, and she did okay, not great. But when she came off, it was funny because it was a black girl there, Simone, and then another girl. She might have been white. I don't know. And the girl walks past the black girl. The black girl doesn't even. The black girl kind of looks at her and looks off. Simone doesn't even look at her. And then she goes to the other girl. They high five, and then she goes to her backpack. It's like from what I saw, it's like some friction was going on there.
You think it's racial tension?
I don't think it's racial tension.
Oh, okay.
I think it's that girl shit. You know, us being in girl basketball, involved in girl basketball. You know, all the time, there's always something going on. Somebody don't like somebody, but it just seemed like some friction was going on. Mm-hmm. And I even looked on, when I seen it, I was like, oh man, because with me, when I see stuff like that on TV, especially in sports, I automatically go to Twitter because whatever you've seen, there's 1,000 other people who's already tweeting about it. Mm-hmm. So I went on there. I didn't see nothing about it. So I was like, well, maybe it's just me. And then today, when she announces, or it was yesterday or whatever, she announces she's stepping down from that part of it, whatever. That she's still. I mean, there's other things she's still involved
is she gonna do
in, that part she was out.
That was the team one, right? So
yeah,
is she going to do the individuals?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know gymnastics, so I don't know.
I mean, because they got the all-arounds, and then that individual competition, you can win certain events, and then you got an all-around champion. So that's what I remember.
I don't know. I just know.
Watched the Olympics constantly.
It just seemed to me like at that point, like, oh, there's some friction going on there. And mind you, I live in a house full of girls too.
Right.
So it's like it's constant. I see little things, and like I say, it might be all me, but it just when she stepped down and she said it wasn't physical. Mm-hmm. It was like some kind of mental like that. I was like, oh, here we go. Oh, I mean, mind you, she's going through some shit. I hate to. I'm sorry.
You have some mental challenges as a motherfucker, boy. If you don't know nothing else, you know that by now. Tone, you got a comment on that? What was you thinking?
Tone didn't say that shit.
I don't deal with that bullshit. The young lady got issues. All right, I'm gonna go back to the newer events like skateboarding and all that shit.
Skateboarding.
That was the shit.
It's not in the Olympics.
It was.
It's not.
The Japanese won 2 golds.
Is it? Didn't they add
Men and female.
something like that?
They added it today.
No,
they added skateboarding.
I'm sorry. I watched the Olympic channel, and that was there.
They must have just added it.
They added this Olympics.
Because they just said yesterday, I just heard on the thing this morning that they have BMX on there.
That's the beauty of a phone.
But they still don't have skateboarding in.
Skateboarding is there this year.
Is it?
I think they added skateboarding. I heard something about that.
I think they're adding it, but I don't think it's in there this year.
It's in there. They won gold.
Did they?
No.
I'm listening to Carmichael Dave this morning. He was talking about how he spent his whole life skateboarding for nothing.
No, you know what? I just brought 2 Japanese.
Now I know they're in the World Games. They got the World thing going on.
I know, but I just said they won. Japanese won 2 golds this year.
Yep, surfing and skateboarding.
I bought that at the crack of my ass.
Oh, shit.
All right, well, I'm wrong. I heard I misread the joke this morning. I guess so. What he was saying.
Fuck Carmichael Dave. You don't know what the fuck he talking about. This is an event that I watched on Olympic.
Tony said, I watched this motherfucker.
I watched the motherfucker.
Hang on. I'm not saying it's not fuck Carmichael Dave. It'd be fuck me. I misunderstood the joke. What he was saying was, now that I know in hindsight, what he was saying is that during the times when he was, because he's old as us, he was skateboarding and all that stuff, putting in all that time with skateboarding, and it wasn't Olympic. It wasn't
now
an Olympic thing.
Skateboarding.
So now it is. He's too old to skate. I thought he was saying that is he put in all that time and it's not Olympics. It's not an Olympic thing, but BMXing and stuff is.
But we all tried skateboarding at one point in time. It just wasn't the same. It was big ass tires, and all you did was try not to fall.
Damn, what skateboarding was you doing?
Huh? The one
Bitch
that I
said
didn't
big-ass
fall,
tires.
and I didn't. Yeah, them big ass tires.
I remember
in the
having,
80s.
I remember having truck
started
tires.
smaller.
I had truck. I remember
No,
they
them
started out with
motherfuckers
a small ass
biggest
Then
tires.
they got
They
then
didn't
they
get to the trucks.
Then no, but then he got
Yeah.
they did get big.
Yeah,
At
they got
one
the
time
truck
they got
tires.
hella big.
They was like
trucks
red.
Trucks is
No.
we talking about something we don't even know about. Because
No.
trucks is different than the actual
No,
wheel.
the truck
truck
tires.
is the actual
The red
truck.
ones. It was like red. Remember Tony? Like
No, trucks is the
plastic?
actual piece that holds the wheels. If I'm not
Not truck.
mistaken.
Truck.
Truck. That I'm saying. I think that's the part that holds the wheel. That's the metal piece that comes out and holds the wheels.
Oh, okay.
I might be mistaken, but I think that's look up skateboarding trucks. 'Cause they are.
Listen, our shit was like plastic and shit. Oh,
Yeah, they was all
my.
plastic
Them-
and red and
or
orange
80s?
and you know that
Rubber
yeah.
or what? I don't know what
Yeah, it
that
was
shit
some
was. It was
crazy
like rubber.
ass
wasn't it?
bullshit.
All I know is that it
Heavy.
stopped. I watched the kids skate now. I'm not talking about like at the parks. I'm talking about just skating around, like say downtown. And they the way that
boards.
they can just skate for blocks and blocks and never fall off. Where when we skated, every little rock we hit skirt like he was falling like so. Whatever technology they did with them wheels now that they just roll up over everything is nice. Because when I was skateboarding as a kid,
Yeah,
every little pebble seemed like it stopped us.
You was heaving off,
I
you
give
sliding off that
all-
motherfucker going in the air.
man, I give all the props to that 13-year-old man, the youngest one to get you Japanese girls. Man, she's killing it.
You got me
The
curious,
youngest one to
man. You
get
got me
what?
curious.
Got a medal.
You know what I thought you just said? It sounded like you said the youngest. I don't give props to all the. I give props to that Japanese kid, the youngest one to get 2 girls. That's what it sounded like you said. You said 2 girls.
Now that the boy that won, he might get 2 girls, but that little girl, that 13-year-old,
oh,
she ain't. I mean, 13, man, she was killing it. Considering
what trucks is.
everybody else fell, some of the other folks fell, and then she just so happened to pull off a trick and bam, landed. But she was badass,
I guess
man.
you're right, Eric. There it is, man.
Yeah, so I know that. That's what I'm saying. So when you say trucks, to skateboarders, well, we ain't. They thinking to say like this motherfucker.
you
Don't
got-
know.
Yeah,
know
back
more
in the
than me.
day, man.
They're like these motherfuckers don't know what they talking about.
yeah, we definitely don't know nothing about no.
I don't know about skateboarding.
I don't know.
Y'all know-
I had
I
skateboards.
had a
I don't know
skateboard
about
and rode that motherfucker when we was kids. That's it.
I just tried not to fall.
That's
all.
it. That's far as I
You
went.
motherfuckers with the trucks and shit.
Put a rope on that.
I just know
motherfucker,
some of
you
the
pull it up.
language from hanging around with some of them cats. I don't know exactly how to skate. I never
Like we was
never
riding them
knew
fixies.
Never said I knew how to skate.
We was riding them fixies. We was all into that shit riding them fixies.
Fixies is different though. I know bikes.
Yeah, we was riding the shit out them motherfuckers. I got that one in the garage.
I still
Pumped
got
it up
mine
and took
too.
off rolling on them the other day.
I still got mine.
Yeah, them motherfuckers is nice. Them was nice, real nice bikes.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with them.
Shit.
And then we got. Let's move on to the NBA team. Now, me and Junior was talking about this for a second, and I just asked him what he feel was the problem. You know what I'm saying?
When they lost to France,
They've lost more than the first game. They lost the 2 exhibitions, right? And they lost to France recently, right? And Junior seems to believe it's the rules that allow them to bully the players, unlike NBA rules. You can't touch them. You can't do this. You can't do that. In the FIBA, right? International rules is what they go by, right? You can hand check, contact, push, do all that other different stuff. So they lacking a little size. He felt like, so they ain't got nobody to like be authoritative and bully the other teams around. Now that was what he was saying. I hope I didn't misread you, Junior. I hope I didn't hear that wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hope I misquoting my son. But that's what I heard. What do you think?
What do you think?
I felt like they're used to playing this individual basketball, and San Antonio offense is a team basketball concept. I think that when you got a coach
Who
as
is?
good, San Antonio.
Oh, good.
When you got a coach as good as Pop and he runs team basketball, right? And then you got all these individual stars that, to me, I think Brooklyn plays individual. I think Phoenix.
Well, we
plays
don't know
individual.
what Brooklyn plays because they ain't been healthy enough to play.
Well, teams I watched, the games I watched them play. I think Damian Lillard, all of them play individual basketball. I think this facilitator, point guard type offense that runs through everybody, touches everybody, might not be working for them. They might want to get loose. You know, that was my thought. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't watched the game, not one. I was surprised that the NBA Finals was as good as it was. So I'm really happy about that. I need to sit down and watch a couple of games. Your thought?
You ain't got no thought, right?
On the men's USA basketball?
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, why Tony say it like it's a nasty ass taste in his mouth?
Because if it ain't got no drama,
like,
if ain't no drama happening in the game, you ain't.
Nah.
I just watched the finals, man. I want
So,
to see the motherfuckers.
so I got a couple things. The first thing, before I tell you what I think about the problem is, the first thing is that when you talk the individual thing. So I'll shoot down your thing first.
Okay.
I don't feel like the individual thing is an issue because we've had teams in the past that was full of individuals that don't play don't play team basketball.
Mm-hmm.
When you speak of, even the greats like Jordan and stuff, that's Jordan, everything goes through him.
Yeah.
LeBron James, everything goes through him. Carmelo Anthony, he played on teams where everything went through him. Dwayne Wade, all these people that you can think about, everything went through them besides people like Magic Johnson who distributed. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, the teams have always been made up of cats that were just individual players that just able to come together and just play because they were so great. They played. So I don't think them playing individual basketball is the issue.
Okay.
I think the issue is the game's changed. It has nothing to do with it's crazy. Another thing is, if we want to talk, I'm going into juniors now. If you want to talk, it's crazy for America to be complaining about being bullied in basketball or not being able to, because that's what we did. That's our game.
That's what we
for
were.
years and years. What it was we had dominant big players that bullied their way. You couldn't do nothing with them. Mm-hmm. They were way bigger than everybody else, but now we want to holler. They're hand checking us or whatever. It's kind of crazy that we're the ones saying it when we're the ones who basically created it. International basketball was the weak basketball for so long. You couldn't touch them. You couldn't do so and so. So for us now to be complaining about it, that's just crazy. But that might be just because he's young.
Yeah, the reason he's used to these rules that we play under now. He don't know
he's not
about
that young. He saw Michael Jordan in them play. He saw them play. So he's not. He saw Shaq play.
He don't know nothing about how the Detroit played. He don't know nothing about how the Knicks played. He ain't see all that. He might have watched me watch it, but he wasn't paying no attention to it like that.
So what I think the issue is that the game's changed. We're playing international. The NBA is turned into international basketball now. It's all about 3 pointers. Mm-hmm. It's all about that percentage. If you're shooting 100 3 points a game, you're going to score this many. The same thing. I forget what they call that, but the Golden State Warriors are famous for it. Mm-hmm. Every team is starting to put that into their program now. It's all about getting shots. It's all about. It's not about the big center in the middle anymore. In and playing in and out ball, throwing it into the big center. He ain't got to throw it back out, reposition. That game is gone. Mm-hmm. So they're actually playing international ball now with the shot, and that's what international players have always been good at. They can shoot. Mm-hmm. They can play good off of picks and stuff and shoot the jumpers. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. Americans have been known for athletic basketball. We've been physical and we jump out the gym. Mm-hmm. So now you take that away because we don't play that type of ball anymore. You take that away, we're playing their type of ball. So now you got to deal with cats like, what's my man's name from Dallas?
Luka Doncic?
Yeah, you got to deal with cats like him. He's playing on another team. Mm-hmm. He just scored 45 the other night or something else like that. Yeah, so my thing is you're playing their type of ball now,
right? Which
is what they've been known for years. So if now you're playing their type of ball, you're going to lose some games because now you're coming in, you're playing their game.
Well,
if you make them play our game again,
this is what I do agree with you about. I agree that the international players have caught up. They play basketball really.
I'm not saying they caught up, which they did catch up. But what I'm saying is we're actually playing their style of ball now.
I still don't believe that's the reason why the NBA players are losing. I just catching, like I caught a couple of things on YouTube. It doesn't seem like it's cohesive. It doesn't seem like it's team defense. It seems like, it's still not gelled.
You can't
right.
say
And
that. You can't say that
gel
because you haven't watched the game.
I haven't watched the full game. It's just what I watched, little clips here and there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you can't watch clips and see if a team's cohesive.
It doesn't seem like they had enough time together. I think they're, might be
that's
a little
all
fatigue
bullshit.
and all that.
And see, that's what I'm saying. We can't use them same excuses when we won the gold for umpteen years.
Oh, no.
Doing the same thing.
I'm
So
not
we
saying-
can't say we haven't played together. We
Well,
played together.
I think you can.
We've never played together.
I think you can say that because
Why? We never played together. Every Olympic team that
hold
comes
on.
out there, they've never played
Relax,
together.
Man, relax. I thought you were sleepy.
No, I'm just. All right, go ahead, bro.
let me ask you. What I'm saying is this. Okay, so these teams that are international teams, they play together all the time.
That's not true.
They don't.
That's not true. The best international teams, most of them players that play on it that are stars play in the NBA.
Play in the NBA.
So they're playing over here, and then they go home and they play with them.
Okay, so maybe I read that little part wrong about they practice. Those international teams practice all together.
Think about that
Stars-
Nigerian team.
Those teams come. The superstars come back and they get in. Like Tony Parker's team was always playing basketball. When Tony Parker came, they just made him the point guard. He just became the guard. Luka Doncic, same thing. Whenever he comes back, he just gets into the team. But those teams play basketball together all the time.
You can't.
Maybe I read that wrong.
No, it's not that you're reading it wrong, but what you're saying is even if that's true, you're taking a team that plays together all the time, and then you're adding like you say, a Tony Parker to the mix, but you're adding a player that you put him in the mix, and now everything goes through Tony Parker. He's the best person on your team, so now you're throwing it's not the same team because you're throwing a player that all of a sudden messes up the chemistry because now all the game that you've been playing all this time, you're throwing in somebody who has to touch the ball, who has to have everything go through him, and so that changes everything that they've been doing. There's nothing about that the same as. You see what I'm saying? It's like all of a sudden we've been doing this podcast for whatever many years now, 2 years or whatever, and all of a sudden we come in here tomorrow and there's another dude sitting right here, so there's 4 of us, but he's the moderator of the show and he just starts talking and stuff, and because he's been doing podcasts and we're all sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? And we can know the dude, but what I'm saying is, there's no way in the world that the show's still gonna run the same. Yeah, because you bringing in somebody else who has to be heard, who has to be said, and we don't know what the fuck he's gonna do, but everything's going through him now.
You know what, man? On this right here, I am going to backslide like Michael Jackson. I think you might be right. E. I don't know because I'm not paying attention to his.
I don't know, but them was Australians that wiped the shit out them damn Nigerians. Man. I was trying to figure out how the fuck that happened.
Don't be talking about the Nigerians like that.
They got washed by Australians.
Let's talk about.
It was like birds.
Let's talk about your folks.
Oh,
they played.
Shout out to my Cape Verdeans out there. They came. They
No,
showed
they
up.
only got like 7 people.
Well, in Cape Verde, that's it. Oh.
So every year, well, I ain't gonna say every year, but it's been a thing now with me and Tone. It happened by accident. So I think it's the third time, second time, third time.
Oh, shit.
But I just happened to turn on the TV when the opening ceremony is
It might
going
have
on.
been second.
And every time I turn it on, it's always
7 people.
It's always Cape Verde coming across.
7 people.
That shit
I always turn it on at that time.
Yeah.
And it came on again. I was
We
5.
here.
It's 5:00 in the morning. I'm getting up to go to work, and I turn on TV, and the opening ceremony is going. I'm like, oh shit! And it says next up Cape Verde. I'm like, Cape Verde. Let me get Tony. Get Tony's folks on there.
How many come across?
My second
know. It's
text
only
in the
few.
morning, like, "Hey, here go your
It's only
peoples." I was
few.
like, "Oh,
But I always send him a picture, a video of his folks walking across. They go your folks.
Like 7 to 8 of them. A little bit more than that, though, right, Tom?
There's a little more than that, I think, for Cape Verde. But there's some countries that got like 8
They only don't got that many people.
7
They're only competing in so many events.
Nah,
But
there was a couple that just came in and with like 4 people. I
know.
was like, "Fuck
I know.
it, we here."
Well,
You know what I mean? We here.
I'm gonna say what I like though is that when I was growing up, it seemed like it was just dominated by 3 countries as a kid.
United States, Russia, and with China.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That's those three pretty much dominate. Now I see a lot of other countries coming in there, getting a few medals here and there, and that medal count is down. It's not as big as it was.
I want to ask Tony, what do you think? What do you think the reason is behind that? Why other countries are coming into the mix, as far as medal counts? Like win. All right, not even winning medals. We could just say being more competitive. Why do you think that is? The countries are more competitive.
Oh, they want to be seen. It's the Olympics.
No, but why are all of? I mean, they've been wanting to be seen for years, for ages. Why do you think that now these teams are becoming more competitive? Like basketball is a good example. In basketball, there was never no teams that even closely matched up
Go ahead, answer, Tony. I want to ask Derek.
to the United States.
Shit, I don't know. These motherfuckers want to compete.
I know you.
No.
What's the reason why you think?
I'm trying to figure out, is it that I've noticed that a lot more athletes go to different colleges in the United States and Russia.
Well, yeah, I mean, so you got that.
And they're coming back. Then they come back and play for their own country.
So you got that. You got a lot of them that are actually over here playing.
Do you
and
think they're going back teaching?
Contributing? No, I think that
teaching their kids the way to be.
I just think there's way more that kids have way more access.
Yeah,
They have way more access to see
training.
Because, like, for instance, we use basketball. Basketball is one of them things that, as a kid, you watch and then you emulate.
Right.
You want to be like. So you try to be like that, and then that gets you to high school basketball. That gets you to college basketball. That you hope that one day you'll be an NBA player. A lot of kids in the world didn't have that access before.
Yeah.
Where now all of them had a phone where they're able to watch highlights of
Shit,
the best basketball, KD highlights or whoever, and now they see that. So I mean, look who the MVP was. Look who just won a championship. Mm-hmm. He got somebody who watched basketball and saw somebody who he liked. Who he say his favorite player was? It was wasn't it KD and somebody else he was saying. It was somebody else that Giannis was saying was his favorite players, but it's just kind of crazy.
Kevin Durant or Kevin?
No, I'm talking Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's been in the league for a long time, bro.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So you got to remember.
I thought he might be talking about Kevin Garnett. But
No, it was Durant.
It
was Durant and somebody else that he was an older player and Durant. But
because KD comes in when they're in Seattle, right?
Yes.
And then he goes to Oklahoma.
Yes.
Then he comes to Golden State.
He was drafted by Seattle.
Right.
Because it was him and Odin. No, not Odin. What was
Ray Allen?
No. The other dude. The dude.
Greg Oden won the bad.
Yeah. Greg Oden. It was him. They were those two. It was 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Remember, Greg Oden went first.
Yeah. And then he ended up having feet problems.
He ended up being a bust.
But he had feet problems.
But it's cool that you're going to be an American and still decide, if I'm, you're an Egyptian, but you're in the U.S., you're just like, I'm going to go play for the Egyptian.
I don't think it's that easy, though. You have to be, you can't just be like.
You have to keep dual citizenship.
Yeah, you can't just be like you can't just like. Do you have dual citizenship?
I should.
But do you?
I
don't know.
You don't know?
Well, say you don't. We'll say you don't. Say you don't.
Oh.
You probably would know if you
that young
did.
Cape Verdean swimmer, I'm sure she was born in the U.S.
But she probably has dual citizenship. Yeah. Like my sister has dual citizenship. So what I'm saying is, if you don't have dual citizenship, you just because you're Cape Verdean can't go play for Cape Verdean. You have to be.
I was born there.
Where were you born at, nigga?
I was born in Cape Verde.
Well, I think you was born in New York.
I don't know. I was born there.
We never know. Why am I talking to you? Because nobody knows what the fuck you do either, nigga. This is the two most. Nobody knowing what the hell where they come from, or what
born in
they
San
do.
Mateo, California, man. I'm right from the hood.
I know, but you got some secrets. You got some secrets too.
Yeah.
Starter kit.
Stop. You got some secrets in your starter kit. Don't bring that shit back up. You'll get arrested.
Freaks of the industry.
But anyway, I'm not for sure.
Everybody got.
But I think that
I'm not for sure.
You have to have it's not just like I'm Nigerian because my parents are Nigerian, so I can play for Nigeria. I can play for Nigeria.
Right.
It's something way that works. Because what's her name's playing for the United States. But she's half the tennis player.
Yeah.
But
Naomi?
but she's half what, Japanese and half half
but she
black.
was born here, and she never declared like her.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it
I don't think
is.
she has citizenship
Who is she
in
playing
Japan.
for? Because I'm
She's
confused.
playing for the United States.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could have sworn I seen the
But I think
Japanese
like
thing
like
on
Tony
No, she's
Parker,
playing for the
he
United
had dual
States.
citizenship, and so did
No. Tony Parker was from France.
from France. But then
No. I don't think he has dual citizenship. I think he's here on a work visa.
You think he's here?
I don't know that, but I'm saying that.
I thought he was here.
I'm just saying as a
thought
joke.
that's special.
They're
But
like
no,
Yao Ming.
he's
I watch
from.
these.
He's
From
from.
France.
He wasn't raised and lived
No,
here.
he's
he
from
lived.
France.
Yeah, he lived there the whole time.
Right,
boy.
right.
He came over here to
moved
play
over
basketball.
Here. He did move here initially on a work visa. I remember that.
He
But I
came
watched
over
the
here to play
special, I watched him
basketball.
here. I thought he had dual
Yeah.
citizenship.
We talking about people. Okay, I'm talking about kids that are like raised here.
Yeah.
But like for instance,
Decide I wanna go back
like
and play for
for
France.
instance, like say Tony.
Right.
If Tony was could do something,
Tony,
I
you
can.
say you non-athletic.
I think he don't play a sport.
Y'all don't even know me. You just said it.
He'll play,
don't know.
but on PlayStation
He
or
fucked you up,
Xbox, any sport, that motherfucker
I
like
can't do that shit.
that motherfucker golfing.
I can't. Do
He said
that
that motherfucker fuck you up on
Motherfucker
Xbox.
like Birdie. He put him on a
No,
golf.
all the lingo.
Yeah, he know all that shit.
I don't know that shit.
Tony said you know all the lingo.
That
You be
motherfucker
fucking
be
it
playing-
up.
Hey, that
You
motherfucker
be
be,
fucking
that
it up.
motherfucker be playing Madden. Don't watch.
I'll be trying to translate. That's as
Of the
far as I get.
last 20 years, since we kind of saying that the world is transformed.
Test.
What do you
hear me?
think has been the greatest tool
There we go.
to help all those athletes?
What do you mean? Help them be what? Be
Great.
successful?
I know one thing that's helped me be successful at shit I never would have even tried.
Are you comparing yourself to great athletes?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
So-
So one time I'm not. I'm just saying there's certain things in the world I wouldn't even tried if it wasn't for this one
Great
tool.
athletes.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I don't know.
See, I didn't know whether to go with the joke or go with something for real. For real.
For real.
If I could say what's helped, and it goes back to what I was saying earlier, what I think helped people the most,
Yeah.
as far as we're talking about people outside the country, like you're talking about,
Period. People. Just people in general. Everybody.
I think access.
Social media shit.
So if I was
social
let me ask-
media
Let me
helps.
ask you a different way. If you had to learn to do something right now, where would you go get it from?
What am I talking about doing?
Don't matter. Just
YouTube?
That's where I would go. I would go to YouTube.
So we're talking about
matter what
social
it is.
media. So
social media.
again,
No
online.
matter what it
So
is, I would
so
go to
basically,
YouTube.
we're talking about access again.
Access.
Access to
Right.
seeing everything, which we didn't have before.
Right.
If you weren't lucky enough to be around, to take an interest in something, and then
Yeah.
be around somebody who could funnel that in the right direction and help you
Yeah.
get to where you needed to be, or find somebody to help you,
Yeah.
you were shit out of luck.
Right.
Nowadays, you can find no matter where you live at. You know what I compare it to, Tone?
Right.
I grew up in Oklahoma, right? And in Oklahoma, we didn't have stores like, say, and both of y'all, like Tony says in New York, or like you in California.
And in Bay,
So
yeah.
we didn't have stores that kept up with the latest fashions, as far as what was in, what was out. As far as we know, we didn't even know what was in, what was out. If it didn't, videos were just starting in, so we watching music videos and we could, see a little bit of something. But this is before even pop stars and stuff was wearing regular clothes. Back then, they was wearing crazy shit, sequins and
Motherfucking
crazy
tassels
shit
and
that you probably didn't want to wear anyway. But what I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, you seen them on the magazines and shit.
yeah, so magazines. You're right, magazines.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that we didn't have access to those clothes, so it was crazy that for us taking a drive to Oklahoma City, which was an hour or something away, and then going to the mall in Oklahoma City, we had access to some more type of stores that still wasn't up to New York or California standards, but it was more than what we had in Enid, right? Mm-hmm. Nowadays, you can live 50 miles outside outside a country town. So, so
Outside the stick.
you know what I'm saying? But as long as you got access to the internet,
You in.
you can order whatever. You can order whatever
Yeah.
designer clothes. You could be the flyest
Gucci loafers are in the mail.
in the country.
Hey, be Gucci Hick.
Man, exactly. You could be on your John Deere straight Gucci'd out, whatever, or
Gucci the
whatever
fuck
that
out.
designer
Hey,
is.
listen, some of them country boys back then were wearing like all those Hollister and all that bullshit.
No,
Long
not when I
time
grew
ago.
up. They wasn't.
Nah, not that I seen.
Not when I. This is
Time I
way
went back
before
there,
that.
It was like stepping off a time machine.
No. I'm
Time I
saying,
went
I'm
back
talking about
to
we
the
didn't know nothing about, and I say, we were lucky enough that there was some stuff that was in back then. That's but it's what I call classic style that don't never go out of style, and stuff like polo and stuff like that is what we all Polo, Izod,
Inspired to get to.
yeah, expired. That's what you wanted,
Right,
But that was just shit that you could find. But as far as like, especially in the culture stuff
Boutique.
that was stuff.
A one off.
Did we even know what design? I mean, I don't even think I knew a designer back then. Closest thing to designer back then was what? Gloria Vanderbilt?
DoorDash and shit.
Cheap jeans or some shit? Designer, because I had designer jeans back then for girls. And shit.
Sassoon.
Sassoon.
Or Jordache.
Yeah, DoorDash, Gloria
You
Van.
remember them girls that wear them Jordache?
Them
You
Lees.
remember that? You don't remember that?
Nah, if you
Yeah,
had
I
some
remember
Guess pants on, I'd be like, whoa,
That was
you
later.
got money.
That was later.
Guess you got money?
That was later, bro.
Guess been around for
Guess,
a long
but that's
time.
when we was in high school and stuff. I'm talking about way back when we was in like junior high and shit.
man, I seen Guess when I was like elementary, man.
Oh, that's you from New York. That's why. Because they didn't have no Guess.
I know.
From the NY.
Guess didn't come around for us until we was in high school.
I was
bruh.
in Rhode Island.
In California. You remember Guess before? Wait a minute, let me look up. When did Guess jeans come out?
Guess.
Because I don't think that
I think Guess came.
Guess was high school, bruh.
Guess is high school for you, definitely.
Guess was
It's-
high
it's-
school,
it's-
dog.
It's
Hey, y'all questioning me?
public.
Yeah.
Public Enemy.
I
A
was
little bit
a
after Public
When
Enemy.
did Guess jeans come out?
Something like Public Enemy, right there, right?
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy did it.
89,
They
90.
did Wranglers and shit. 1981.
Elementary.
That's
That's
when
all
it
right.
came out. It wasn't famous though, like
I
that.
should drop
No,
the
it
mic.
probably, but you got to remember, he's in New York.
Yeah, but I'm saying
So, I mean, in New York, they probably were. By the time
Not-
it got to us, 81, it was probably
I
like
think
86,
it's 80.
87, somewhere up in there.
That had to be out here, man.
No, I'm telling you.
like LL man.
Well,
wasn't wearing-
you know what? Hang on. It might have even
Listen.
started in California for all I know. Shit.
yeah. I was in Rhode Island, elementary school, and one of these
I
kids
said
had
Rhode
to guess
Island.
shit. Yeah,
I'm
Rhode
trying to
Island,
think.
man. From New England. You keep saying New York. Well,
I mean, saying because fashion-wise.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fashion-wise.
Yeah, for sure. New York got the shit that we didn't have. That's a damn shit.
They still got shit we ain't got. So, I mean.
That's true. Who that? But yeah, I seen one person wear that shit, and I was like, "Oh, you got money."
See, I don't know.
Or
Yeah, the first store was in the upscales Beverly Hills.
yeah, there you go.
So it was on
See,
the West
famous
Coast.
models, notable faces, blah blah blah.
I
Anna
know
Nicole
my
Smith in the '90s.
Yeah, 'cause I don't remember Guess
some
until
of the early
we was way
87.
later.
even
top
then,
models
even
start
if you
wearing
had
them.
Jordache, you
jeans.
still you was still what you
But
call
we
it.
talking when you were talking Jordache and
Jordache
Gloria
is still
Vanderbilt,
money.
We talking about way back.
Right,
though.
right.
That's
So
like the
it looks
early.
late '80s is when they started getting famous.
Yeah, because
That's
we.
what I
ain't-
said. That's the Public
I don't
Enemy
remember
era.
Guess in junior, but that's me.
Yeah.
That's hey.
But like I say, I was filtered like that. I didn't
them,
get this shit.
them triangles, man. Them triangles was like,
Yeah, I remember.
you know what I mean? That's
But I remember
you know
when
that
I got
shit
older.
anywhere. And then the horse was Jordache, so it's kind of like, and then
I mean-
you wear Lee's, that big ass that big old.
I don't
The big ass
thing in the
brand,
thing, it
the
says
Lee
Lee on
brand,
it, yeah.
the Lee brand.
to be honest, I think let's see. You got for us, it was more like Adidas.
See, Adidas was an East Coast thing.
Puma,
What is Ti?
Todd one.
Oh, yeah, that's
Ti,
later.
yeah, you remember the Ti?
Yeah, but that's like 89.
I mean, I'm so
88,
Ti.
87.
Then we start getting a little Tigers, a little shirt with a little tiger and all that.
That was
That's
later
all
too.
That stuff you start
I mean, that
getting.
was out. Don't get me wrong.
I'm
That was
saying-
out. And I was out then, but
501s.
we weren't. It's funny because we weren't wearing that stuff
You
at
couldn't
first
wear that. That was too pricey.
They start going crazy with the jeans.
because there was even Grand Slams.
Yeah,
Y'all remember Grand Slam? That was a little
yeah,
penguin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
A
what the
little
penguin was.
Yeah, it was Grand
Yeah.
Slam.
Yeah.
But people wasn't all up on it. You had to be. It's like the opposite.
It was all what?
I was right at first.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So no. It's like because I was ignorant with this with style and stuff. I thought like Polo was everything. I only knew two things. It was like Polo and Izod, not knowing that there was other. You know, like you had Grand Slam. It's crazy about Grand Slam. I looked them up. You still can buy a Grand Slam shirt. The price is crazy though, because it's like a retro throwback, and so you find them and they putting a big price on them. But like, but there was only Polo and Lacoste, and then Le Tigre came later. But what's crazy about Le Tigre is where I grew up, they kind of frowned on Le Tigre during that era, and then I guess it got a little. You know, later on it got a little bit of pull, but when I got to California, Le Tigre was a shit. We tell stories all the time about Le Tigre at what was it, Miller's Outpost?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Miller's
I used
Outpost.
to wear that shit.
Yeah,
Levi's and Le Tigre, you was set.
That was the shit right there.
Man.
And later on, K Swiss kicked in, and we was all.
Man, I used to rock the shit out of K Swiss.
You can tell us shit with some K Swiss on.
Till that goddamn Benetton came out.
I never fucked with the Benetton. I used to like their shit, but I never
That shit was
fucked with
too
it.
goddamn pricey.
I never.
I don't care how many
so-
variety of colors you got of people sitting in a commercial. I was just like, okay.
So
Diverse.
do you remember? So we talk about this old timey shit. I remember in California, motherfuckers wearing these Goose Downs,
Old-timey.
and we fucking burning the fuck up in them Goose jackets. I'm like, why the nigga got this puffy ass jacket and it's hot as hell out here? But motherfuckers wanted to rock that fashion from New York. They want to get that New York look. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all trying to do that DJ Quick bullshit. Y'all trying to do that bullshit when he's sitting in the telephone booth. He got that
so-
big ass goose.
with the
Y'all
with the
bugging.
Goose Down. So I know you said trying to get that East Coast look, but it was kind of crazy because it's still, even though I know back east they've been wearing Goose Downs forever, like just jackets with goose feathers in them
Cold as
forever.
fuck.
I
But
brought one back from.
But what was crazy about it is when I think back to when we were doing it here, the look was still way different.
Yeah.
The East Coast look with their Goose Downs and the way we used to look walking around here, it was just crazy. Because when we all bought ours from Oxford Street, and everybody had, we had the cross cords. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah, cross cords.
Instead of the corduroys that go down like this, they went across. Had the cross cords.
Ooh wee.
Oh man, we just shit those, boy. But then you had the Goose Down. I remember I always wanted the bubble goose, and I never got one. The first one I got was actually a team jacket. It was when the first year Orlando Magics came out, and I had an Orlando Magics one, and it was all big and puffed and black with that Orlando blue in it. That motherfucker was clean, but I remember every time I look around, feathers was coming out that motherfucker. It'd be like a little white speck, and you'd be like,
That's
like
it.
that.
That's
Hey,
a wrap.
and it'd be like,
Hey, bro, you
That's a
shed.
wrap.
Hey,
Feather
bro,
come
you
out that
shed. Your feather just coming out.
You know what?
I went back east, and my cousins took me downtown and brought me back. I seen matter of fact, it might have been a Chess King or one of them stores, right?
Chess
I mean, I bought that triple down goose shit, quarter length.
You had the quarter length, you had the long one. See, mine was a short one, right?
That motherfucker, boy. Yeah, but the only problem was when I was in high school, I brought it back. I couldn't fit that motherfucker in the locker room, in the locker, and I was all fucked up because I had to wear that shit. That shit was hot as
You
fuck.
brought up Chess King, and it reminded me of. You know what? I did have a Goose Down jacket before that Orlando Magics one that I had. I remember Rodney. Me and Rodney had bought one from Chess King. And that motherfucker was all white, bro. It was hella white with the little black.
Y'all had a
line
Chess
across the
King
top.
up here?
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Everybody had
Oh,
Chess
one.
King, bro.
It was like one.
Was it only one?
I think it was the only one.
We didn't have one in we had one in Sunrise too.
Probably did.
You bring up
But
Chess King.
anyway, hang on. So I remember we had bought these. He bought one, I bought one. We both had one. We used to wear the big ass puffy jackets, white, and they were white. So shit. Think about it. Especially back then, I was an old dirty scoundrel motherfucker. I barely know how to wash my ass good. Wearing a big white ass bubble. I remember, I threw that motherfucker in the washing machine
Oh, shit.
to clean it, bruh.
No
And when I got
cleaners.
done, all them feathers.
It's all at the bottom.
It's all sitting at the bottom. That motherfucker was flat all the way down. It had big ass pouches down here, and I was like, man, I spent that money on that damn jacket, and that was it.
You know what? That
I
was
fucked
that
that
was
jacket up.
when I bought that bullshit. I just should just gotten me a goddamn comforter off the damn bed because that motherfucker was too warm from California. I was wearing that motherfucker. People were like, damn, that's
for
the shit. That's the shit. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there sweating my ass off.
California known for cats walking around in winter gear when knowing that we ain't nowhere near the winter.
It ain't really fucking cold.
Yeah, it don't get cold.
Hell no.
Nah,
Same way with them jackets I was talking about the other day. That everybody was wearing for a minute, especially in the Bay Area. The Navy jacket, the peacoats.
Oh, the peacoats?
Peacoats.
Yeah, them motherfuckers was rocking them peacoats, them wool peacoats.
I think I still got one of them motherfuckers.
And knowing that California we don't never get that cold.
That military jacket style shit.
I had the real one. That motherfucker kept me warm. I know
Yeah,
that.
that motherfucker, like I said, I think I got one in the closet. That motherfucker keep
Yeah,
warm
but
motherfucker.
I mean, you have one person wear it on the video. Everybody thinks that's the shit to wear. Knowing damn well there's a military personnel wearing that bullshit.
I remember seeing niggas walking around in July.
With a peacoat on?
Here in California, hell yeah.
God damn.
You see cats right now walking around in 100-degree weather with a hoodie on and that with the hood up, and kids will still be tied. They be walking around.
Oh, that's some kids though.
That's what I'm talking. We was all kids then.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when I got to Cali, why in the fuck did I see a bunch of motherfuckers wearing Raider sweatshirts? It's 80 degrees. And I'm sitting there looking at them like,
That was a fashion. It might be the only clothes motherfucker had.
No, they're black on black. That means they're wearing black jeans.
Tone. Motherfuckers didn't have a lot of clothes.
Bullshit. I didn't either, but I knew I had some sense.
That's not the reason.
You wearing black Levi's and black Raider
I'm
sweatshirt?
saying it wrong. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. They didn't have what they consider a lot of fashionable clothes. So Raider gear, T-shirts, things like that. It's universal. It's in fashion.
That's
seen
not
no
what he's
t-shirts.
saying. He's saying he's trying to figure out why he came to California as hot as it is, and we walking around in big ass sweatshirts. They just happen to be Raiders, but we're walking around in sweatshirts, Levi's, black on black, and you say
if kids think that was cool and that's what they would rock, they was like,
That's
"That's
not-
the coolest shit I got."
No,
that's
but
not
that-
what you said though. You said
That's what
because
I
that's probably the only clothes
Only
they
shit
had.
No,
that's the only
that's
cool shit they
bullshit,
had. They
'cause-
was
No, we
cool.
bought that shit because we thought it was cool.
That's
Yeah.
what they thought it was cool. That was the coolest
But
shit.
then-
they
that's
had.
a long ways from that's the only shit we had. We
That's the
bought
only
shit 'cause
cool
we was
shit
cool.
they had. Simple as that. They thought that was cool.
It can't be the coolest shit because as soon as NWA came out with that bullshit, everybody was. I was like, oh man, I was like this. Man,
Tone, I'm
that's
gonna
my
tell you,
jam.
you
All of a
was
sudden,
the
I'm like,
uniform. That
You
was
got
just a
that good
uniform.
shit.
I
You
said,
got that
holy
good shit.
shit.
You never know. Man, I used to fuck them Raider caps up. They oily as fuck on my Jerry curl on that motherfucker.
Oh, my hat used to be heavy as hell. I'll tell you what.
Just like that.
Yes,
and
man.
I used to wear that motherfucker daily. It
shit.
was the only
I did
one I
too.
had. That motherfucker
you know, I was totally out of my environment because I was just sitting there like.
So I know how it was just to barely have only so many hats and so
I said,
many.
wow,
I'll
man.
rock the
But
fuck
what
out
I'm
of
saying
motherfuckers.
is, it's not because that's the only clothes we had that we was
That was the
wearing
coolest
black
shit
on
we
black.
had.
That's what the style was, and that's what we wore.
Right.
black on black.
Because
I was
if it
like,
would have been
wow.
49er gear, it would have been
would've worn
something.
that shit.
No, everybody would have wore. If that's what was happening, everybody would have wore. It just depends. That's what was happening at the time.
Hey,
I mean,
listen.
think about it. I wasn't no Raider fan. And I was wearing Raider shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't no Los Angeles Kings fan.
And wear the Los
I was
Angeles
wearing that.
Kings.
We was
Yeah,
wearing
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit like a champ.
Yeah.
Them Niners don't go get away free either. I seen some motherfuckers wearing some goddamn sweatshirt Niner. I was like, holy shit. Shout out to my SS.
I didn't wear. I
They
didn't,
ain't wear that bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie. I had a couple. I had some Niner shit too. Fuck.
I never
But
had
that
no
red,
Niner shit.
red was never too popular where I was at.
Nah, I never had none of shit.
Dodgers.
Broke up chess games. So I'm gonna ask you, name a store, probably only in here, or it's like like we got a store in a couple stores in San Jose. I ain't never seen them stores nowhere fucking else ever in my life. But there was just some store, but we used to go shop at them. Did y'all have stores like that up here in Sac? There's like only time you ever seen that store was here.
You talking about clothing stores or
Clothing store, yeah, clothing stores.
Oh shit. I mean, I guess Oxford. No, they got Oxford Street. They had Oxford Street.
I
down
never heard that store.
They had one in the Bay Area. They did have one in the Bay Area, but Oxford Street was one that we had here. That was.
Yeah, that's where they get the church outfits.
What was that other? So Chess King was one. Oh, what was that other
We
one
had
called?
Chess King, so I know.
What's that other one
Oxford
called?
Street, Chess King, and Oak Tree.
Oak Tree. Did you have oak tree?
Not no oak tree.
Yeah, oak tree. But I know we weren't the only ones that had oak trees either. I saw them other places. But we had that oak tree.
Don't remember that.
Oak tree was actually a better chess king.
We used to go get our Dickies
A
from
little more
San Jose
classy.
Blue Jeans. San Jose Blue Jeans had every
We
color
had
Dickies.
Joseph.
Dickies you could fucking
Yeah,
imagine.
Joseph's. You
Them
get that
motherfuckers
Dickies
was out.
everywhere.
We
all
had
day.
Joseph's. I guess that would be our other one. Joseph's downtown.
They sold, what they sell?
All kind of every kind of Dickies you want, every kind of Levi's you
That
want.
was it.
Ben Davis, all the
Ben
work.
Davis is
It was a
Dickies,
work. It was a
them
work.
vests.
It was a work clothes.
Y'all ever rock those vests?
Construction.
Those vests, Ben Davidson vests?
I didn't. I never rocked them. But I know what
Caterpillars
you're talking
We
about.
was kids.
Yeah, anything that was work, you
was
can
it-
buy at Joe Sons.
Cat's jacket.
But it was pronounced. It was really Joe and Sons. We called it Joe Sons.
No. We used to, I remember when we was really young, we used to wear those leather pouches. It was like a gun vest.
My Uncle Frankie swear.
Oh,
My Uncle Frankie, I think he still wear that. I ain't never wore that.
Oh,
That shit was hella
shit.
funny.
You know what I do wish I had from
Backup
back then?
dancers bullshit right there.
I had it in like, shit, it had to be like 88, 87. I actually had I actually had the fake. I actually had the knockoff Louis Vuitton Fanny Pack. Back then, I don't know where I got them. My mom or somebody gave it to me because it's just that kind of shit was everywhere. But it was a
Everybody-
knockoff. It looked just like shit. It looked just now I'm thinking about it. It looked just like the regular Louis Vuitton shit because that shit looked plastic to me anyway.
That shit probably migrated all the way from New York. They had every fake piece of shit I could ever imagine. In that
Yeah, but I mean, I wish I had it now.
What?
Why not?
See,
Tone, I want you to.
You wait.
Fanny
Why you? Man, Fanny Packs are back. I almost bought one for when I went to Florida. There was a whole bunch of them. You go to the. You don't think Fanny Packs are back?
No.
Yes, they're back, bro. Now we might not wear them
No.
because we older.
Yeah.
But Fanny Packs been back.
Oh,
Damn, I didn't know that.
they were.
How do you
are
not know
back.
that? Just Google Fanny Packs right now, and you see everybody like that. They got
Listen.
Supreme. All the new fashions. They
like-
got
Fanny
they got
Packs?
Fanny Packs.
I know I seen cats back in the day, back in '89. Then they had the
Now they have them.
Hard ass niggas wearing fanny packs.
they only because they were wearing them biker shorts and
Yeah.
shit. Because they were
Yeah.
doing the butt.
But what I'm saying, yeah, you're right.
Saxon.
But I'm saying they're everywhere now. You got like I almost bought this. This is the one I almost bought. The one from Coach. I almost bought the Coach one.
Damn.
I'm good.
But yeah, you might be good. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's for
I can
everybody.
see it.
I'm just saying
I can see it,
motherfuckers is wearing them. Look, they're everywhere.
All right.
Every brand name.
Tone, you
I'm trying to. Let me find somebody cool wearing
you
it.
got me laughing. About
Don't
stuff
show the
now,
Rock
Tone.
because
About
that was
these
the young
motherfuckers in
Rock.
the shorts.
That was the young Rock with the smock neck, and he had the acid wash jeans, and then he had the fanny pack. And
Tone,
had to
take me
go-
back. Take me back, Tone, right here. I want you to think of that hard motherfucker was hard as shit. Right? Maybe let's even get worse than that. Think about the motherfucker you just did not want to fuck with on the street. Like, if I get in a fight with this nigga, it's gonna be all bad news.
This is exactly what I'm talking about right here.
Everybody.
The Supreme.
Everybody.
It's like the Supreme one.
Yeah, but he's wearing it cool like.
But that's how they wear them now. I'm not saying they're still Fanny Packs though.
Is it
yeah,
a fanny pack or is
Yeah,
it
it's
like
still a
a
fanny
over
pack.
the shoulder?
He ain't
No,
wearing
they
like
wearing
a
them.
pouch.
They wear them over their thing now. They go Travis Scott with a fanny pack. See, fanny packs are back, and there's nothing you can do
That
about
looks
it.
like one of those
Here
single
go
backpacks.
Here go Quavo from whatchamacallit. No, they're fanny packs, bruh.
I understand that, but they also got the backpacks that like
it's
the
like
single
guessing.
pouch.
They ain't wearing them like we.
Yeah,
we
but
wore
these
back
are
in the day.
fanny packs. They're
Yeah.
not. They're not that.
They wear them across the
Alright.
chest like look like a.
They go
what's that?
Dwayne Wade wearing the
Yeah,
fanny pack. They wearing them like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't wearing around their waist.
You what Toe said when I asked him about the hard motherfucker? He just said, Toe, name a hard motherfucker that you would want to fuck with. Toe said, everybody.
Man, it's all love
Yeah, I
and peace,
wasn't-
man.
he said, I wasn't fucking with them niggas.
Listen, I was out of my environment when I came to Cali, man. I was just like, "What's
yeah.
up, kid? How you doing?"
Is there a hard motherfucker you remember? He like, this motherfucker was hard, Kev. I don't want to fuck with him at all.
What's the question?
The question is, think back to when you was a kid, or just think back to that motherfucker that was hard in the neighborhood. It's like, that nigga hard. I ain't fucking with that nigga. Like, if some drama kick off with this nigga, it's all bad news for me.
I'm sure there's a few cats like that. I mean, are you asking me? Are you asking me that?
I'm asking just to remember.
No,
like,
are you
things
asking me,
that happened, like things that might have happened or things that went down.
I thought you were trying to say that I thought was hard, but now I'm looking back, they weren't that hard.
No, you can name that
There's
person
cats
too.
that was hard. Yeah, there's a bunch of cats that I thought was hard. That especially where we were at, there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers we ain't fucking with him because he crazy like that or he hard like that. Mm-hmm. There was a whole bunch of them. I ain't saying their names, nigga. Them niggas are still hard.
That's what I said. Everybody.
Oh shit!
Everybody.
Half of them cats still hard. They still around.
They still banging.
Some of them.
I wonder that I wonder when
You
I
ain't
see him
gotta
on,
bang.
when I see him on
Everybody.
Facebook. I see some niggas. I be thinking, is this nigga still hard?
You know they hard is when you look at their Facebook page. They ain't got no posts. ain't got no
You
pictures.
signed up for
They
Facebook
got-
like 10 years
They
ago.
got like five. Yeah, they signed up 10 years ago, and they got 5 pictures, and all of them are like profile pictures.
All of them jail
They
pictures.
all,
Wait,
ain't
first
no
of all-
pictures of them doing nothing. It's all profile pictures. Every single one is like.
All jail pictures.
Even when you're incarcerated, you still got a Facebook picture. So
Hey,
cool.
That'll go to show you where the last memory of them niggas leave in your mind. Cause Eric said the thing I was thinking. I still ain't about to say them niggas' names. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Because you didn't say, like I said, you didn't say cats that you thought was hard, and then later on you look back and be like, oh, that nigga wasn't like that.
No, man.
You
I
can
was
st-
motherfucker
you
like,
can still be
these
in jail.
motherfuckers was ruthless.
Yeah, but the thing with that is you can still be in jail and still post up some shit on Facebook or Instagram. Them motherfuckers get
Hell yeah.
if you still getting EDD checks like they doing that.
I don't think there are.
Shit.
I mean, they might be, but I don't think the cats our age is online posting up shit. It seems like it'd be them young kids be in jail still posting up shit. I mean, but it might be the old cats too. Shit, I don't know.
Nah,
Like I said, I don't know. That brings up a topic.
There's some cats still our age or older still doing
Yeah,
that.
and you're probably right. I ain't came across it, so I don't know.
And
But it does bring up a topic. I kind of mentioned this to you, but I went ahead and did it. So it started I was gonna challenge my brothers to do this, but then I was like, what the fuck do I care? I just do it myself. Mm-hmm. So I've done this plenty of times before where I stop I might just cut off my Facebook.
Yeah.
Like I get tired of it and I cut it off. Or Instagram, I just cut it off. Mm-hmm. I go black. Mm-hmm. So this time, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go black because I always just come back and stuff. So what I did was, like for Instagram, for instance, I erased all my not erased, I archived them because I heard you can archive them. So I archived all my posts. Mm-hmm. So when you go to my page, there's no pictures on there. Mm-hmm. Got rid of all that stuff. And the challenge was I stopped following on Facebook and Instagram. I mentioned this to Tony the other day. I stopped following all the shit that's like, well, first of all, I stopped following all the bullshit.
All the groups.
But I stopped following all them girl pics. Mm-hmm. All the shit that has, especially the ones you got to be a member to be in.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or just the ones that seem like every time they come up, it's just another chick posing. Because I got a lot of fitness ones that started out, even though I didn't even follow them because of the girls. I follow them because of maybe a workout or something, but it seems like they went that way now, where all that's coming up is girls, fit girls, mind you, but they just posing and they work out shorts or whatever. So I got rid of all that stuff. I got rid of everything else too. So now everything that comes up on my wall is something that it's either a friend that's a real friend, not somebody, because I had people too I was following I don't even know. Yeah. Or, I'm not talking about stars, but I got rid of a lot of stars too. But I'm talking about like just regular folks that follow me, so I follow them. Mm-hmm. They don't even know who they are. Mm-hmm. Or I might kind of know, but whatever. Got rid of all that shit. So now my Facebook and my Instagram is basically
just people you know.
Well, basically it's boring as shit. It really is boring. When you take all that shit off it's kind of boring when you're just looking at, how many times I watch Tony, sitting in front of his pool. I'm gonna watch Kevin fucking flying his drone or whatever the fuck. That's all that's on there because you filtered out everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's authentic.
Yeah, you're right. And that was the main thing.
Right.
My thing is, my thing, the reasoning behind it was, I'm looking at, for instance, I'm gonna use the chicks, for instance, right? And I've told surrendered it. Damn. I told my wife this, right? I'm like, you know, you get so used, you start looking at this shit so much that you start thinking that that's the way women look. Or, for instance, we were talking about last week with porn.
Right.
If you watch so much porn, you start thinking
all women are like that.
that's the way sex is. And the reality is sex is nothing like that. But if you are a cat that's lucky enough, I don't want to say lucky, but I don't know, fortunate, whatever you want to say, enough to be living that lifestyle, you know, more power to you. But what I'm saying is, real life, that's not what it's like.
Nah.
Right. And I think that a lot of people get caught up in watching these videos, and when I'm just talking sex, you know, with girls and acts of sex, but they take it further. Like, you know, there's other porn. There's car porn. You know what I'm saying? You get so much, you're watching these cars, so you're looking at so many damn cars that's the way you feel like your car should look. Mm-hmm. And you're a car person. You know that in to have your car looking like that, for the most part, it ain't even drivable.
You ain't driving that much.
It ain't even drivable. It's too low. You can't, a pothole, you can't even
I don't replace 3 rims in the last fucking year and
but I'm not even talking
front ends.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is
drivable.
That's not even, it's just you start thinking that. You start feeling like that.
Yeah.
So I realized that shit, and I'm like, I'm looking at all this shit, these fitness models and shit, and I'm thinking, even though I'm smart enough to realize that's not real life, but you start thinking, oh, that's the way people are supposed to look. Oh, that's the way I'm supposed to have sex. Oh, that's the way my house should be. This is the way my whip should be. Oh, this is how and I'll leave it at this, but the one thing that gets everybody is, oh, this is how my family life should be. This is how I should be living. And in reality, and that goes back to what the main reasons why I did it way back then, because people are always posting up this false the fake shit.
They put the representative up.
They're portraying my family life or my life like this, and in reality,
it's not.
It ain't nothing like that.
No,
you know, you going through all kind of hell and shit.
Yep.
But you're posting up that we just the most happiest family in the world and shit. So once again, I ain't went black, but I quit following a lot of shit, and I'm gonna see how long I can do this with not putting all that bullshit on my.
What I do like about
wall.
Instagram and Facebook, because I did it for personal reasons. They let you go out for 7 days. You just like say, I want to go out for a week, and it'll come back on by itself. I did it a week ago. You know, my pop's birthday was coming up, and people start bringing up shit I don't want to talk about, right? Everybody started posting pictures, so I had blacked out for myself, and because I just didn't want to deal with the personal issues. Mm-hmm. So I know what you're talking about. I was like, man, some of this shit you get on here, you be reading these stories and these posts, you be like, nigga, I know you. This is all fake. You was just complaining the other day, and you looking all happy on these fucking pictures, and I know this shit ain't real.
Well, I know that. I know that about my personal friends, right?
Yeah.
So think about it. If I know, I use Tony for example. If I know Tony is going through some shit,
right,
and I'm seeing how he's portraying himself like everything is super cool, that's just the person I know.
Yeah.
So you gotta remember, all these other motherfuckers that you don't know, they're basically doing the same thing. Because the reason why I know they're doing the same thing, because it's no different than what I'm doing.
Right.
I don't put all my business out there.
I put minimum.
But the shit that I do post is always good shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always some good shit. So it's like, if you're looking at Eric's page, you're like, oh man, he got it made, man. He got him and his wife happily married, kids, college students, everything's great. Oh, they got a new car. Oh, they got a new car. Look at the new car. Oh, they remodeled the house. Oh, they got a new puppy. They got a new puppy. Look at the new puppy. It's just like everything is so great.
Yeah.
And you only post the great shit.
Yeah, I don't know too many people that post the bad moments.
Oh, they're out there because I got some fuckers I want to not follow.
No,
I
don't know too many people that
they
pass
always
everything
putting
bad.
up the bad. They just like
Nah,
this
they
nigga.
do.
Now,
They
I know
got
some
some
people
folks
do,
out there.
but I just don't.
They
I'm
do
not. I say I'm neutral. I just like if I have a good moment. That's cool. I like that. I enjoyed this today. It was for me. I just want to say I had a good time doing this or whatever it is.
They do. They got the sympathy post. They want to
That's
see
always
how many.
looking for the, see
they
how
want to
many-
see the likes and the support and stuff. Which is, I mean, if
That's a whole
if
nother- that's a whole nother
That's the
thing.
thing. But if that's your support, is that what you need to get you through the day? Then that's fine by me. Knock yourself out. But
Yeah.
But at the same, I mean, you are showing you going through some bad times. Yeah, that's cool. But it's more of this is how I'm living. This life is good. God is good. Look at Jesus. Look, all that
doubt,
shit.
no doubt.
And at the same time,
That's religious people. We believe in
He
that.
said, "Look at Jesus."
look at Jesus.
Hey, he's like this though. He said, "Look at Jesus."
Look at Jesus.
You gonna get enough of playing around one of these days,
I'm
boy.
gonna look up.
I'm just saying, it's that post. Like, look at God.
Yeah.
You know,
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
They do it. Look at God.
Won't he do it?
Hey.
Boy, you,
They throw that on there.
Man.
I do not understand how they get away with this.
What? I'm just saying that's the post.
Wait. Hang on.
No, we're not doing this.
No. Wait a minute.
I didn't say anything bad.
Hang on. You don't understand how we get away with this.
Yeah.
We ain't even did shit. How the fuck do Catholic priests get away with it?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hang on.
You're right.
You gonna bring? You want to throw us up underneath the bus?
Hey man.
You
right.
How the
I
hell
ain't gonna tell you
how
right
does
about
the
that.
choir director get away with it? Shit.
The pastor, the choir director,
Goddamn.
the deacon, all of them, right?
PKs.
I
I get away with that
hey,
bullshit.
you right,
The things
you
they
right.
do.
Compared to y'all,
I'm cracking a
y'all
little
angels. y'all angels.
But
But
no, but I'm.
Hey, listen, I ain't got an elevator up there.
Yeah.
If there is a place. It's an escalator, a very, very slow escalator that goes
You ain't
up.
on that escalator.
Yes, I am.
No, you ain't.
Yes, I am. It's
going
the
to
one
hell.
that's out of service, so I got to walk up.
You going to hell?
Listen. People on social media, they all gonna show you all the good stuff and how things are. Things are great.
Out of service escalator.
That's fine. What was that? I'm just saying.
Outer service escalator.
They're just gonna show all the good shit. I want you to show yourself, but at the same time, I don't follow celebrities because they live in a world that
They live
I
in
can't.
a world that's just way out there.
That door is not open for me.
So I don't know what the mixture. I don't know what the right mixture is. I do know that, like you say, when you go too far one way and it's all positive, that's some bullshit. And when you go too far the other way, the negative, people get tired of hearing your woe stories all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the right mixture is. I just know that for me, it's just, I don't know, this social media thing is just crazy how it controls everything. And as much as I use it and as much as I enjoy it, as far as for entertainment, 'cause it is our entertainment now. I spend more time on this than I do actually watching TV, which is crazy because I'm a kid that grew up watching TV, like from the time I got up until they made me go to school, and then as soon as I got back from school, I was back on TV. TV basically raised me, so I'm one of them TV kids. But now, with little spare time I find myself, I'm always looking. I'm looking at my phone, but it's just I don't know. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what the right percentage is that you're supposed to be putting on to these social media pages. But I know that when I look at folks' life, it's just crazy how folks, what they decide to post up and how they decide to tell their story, and it's I don't know.
It's a gift and a curse, man.
Yeah,
I guess so.
I'm with Tony on that.
Stop
It's a gift
putting the
and a curse.
goddamn filters. Your skin don't look like that. That's all.
Yeah, even the pictures and
Your
stuff. You
skin
see
don't
them
Them
look-
motherfuckers
your
got some
skin
damn.
don't look like.
Wait a
that.
minute. They got them damn. What do they call it? I'm just telling Kevin about this. You got to put a filter on it. I'm like, motherfucker, I just seen you the other day. You don't look like that.
I don't know if it sounded like he was 80 years old right now, didn't he? He said you got to put a what you call them? What the kids call that? They put on the
fucking filter.
A filter. They got to put a filter on it. You see the filter?
A filter. I'm like, ain't this a
You
bitch?
didn't know about filters?
No, I just
said
like,
that.
Like
Half
damn.
of them. I know he just. You're right. He just said the shit. Half of them shit. Not half, but 90-something% of the chicks on
got filters.
Yeah, not even chicks. I shouldn't say that. People on
Well, if
Instagram
you
are using
dudes-
filters.
If you men put filters on it,
No, that's not true. Because
Boy.
I've had pictures before and they have filters on it. What's crazy about filters is, now I'm gonna jump in your boat being an old motherfucker who didn't know no better, is that my kids had to tell me, it's a while back though, so I'm still ahead of you.
Stop taking pictures.
My kids had to tell me that I'm thinking my phone takes great pictures. I'm taking these pictures. It ain't even this phone. It's like a couple of phones ago. I'm like, man, this phone takes great pictures. And I'm taking these pictures. I'm like, when we be somewhere, and I'm like, no, use my phone. My phone takes great pictures. And one thing my kids was like, why do you use that filter for everything? I'm like, filter? What filter? What are you talking about? They said that filter.
You had it a
They're
filter,
like,
you didn't even know.
I didn't even, all I know is I'm taking these pictures of myself, and I'm like,
no blemish,
I look good, man. I'm looking.
no shiny
Hey,
nose.
I'm
no
looking
nothing.
all
Nothing.
good. Shiny
Nothing.
nose.
You don't get
all-
none of that.
It's all blended in.
All this
and
in the
shit.
video, you don't get none of
Yeah,
that.
so I'm like, damn. And then they tell me I'm taking a filter, and they take it off. Then I'm like, oh damn, that's
Reality
that's
hit.
Yeah, that's the motherfucker I see in the mirror.
Damn.
Because this phone is magical. I didn't realize it was filters for a long time. My kids told me.
Yeah, you did that on accident, not on purpose.
Like, man, use a filter. Don't use that goddamn filter.
That's all right, man.
I didn't really know, but then now I know. And so now when I'm screening on Instagram, you know, when you're going, before I cleaned out my shit, I'm looking at all these damn chicks with,
Not a blemish, sure. Like, damn, she keeps.
they looking their best. They looking their best. And you
Looking
looking
their
at yourself like,
best.
man, I work with this chick. I know she don't look like this.
Yeah.
I see her every day. She don't look like this.
Yeah.
Filter.
That damn filter.
And I'm sure they would say the same thing about me
Yeah, yeah.
if I was posting pictures of myself up every day. That's another thing I don't get. And
Constantly posting pictures of their fucking.
But it'd be fucked up for
Yeah.
them to tell you to hey, you know what you should do? You should take a picture of yourself with the filter. What you trying to say?
Damn, bro.
What you trying to say?
but I
Fucked
could-
up, right?
You use that filter?
That's fucked up. Why you put a picture? Hey, do me a favor and put a filter on when you take a picture. Like,
Damn,
fuck
damn.
you.
what I was gonna say though, what I was gonna say is that these cats, these girls, because mostly girls that do it, but these girls that be taking pictures of themselves constantly, but then they do like the little videos. Give me one, two-tone. Thank you, please. He said, you want one?
No, I'm good.
Tone getting us a beer for the people who don't see video. But the new one I'm seeing is these girls just taking pictures of themselves walking. So they just holding the camera up. They ain't saying shit. They just keep looking at and they always gotta do them fish lips. They always push their lips out,
Yeah.
pushing their lips out. But they take a picture of themselves like doing nothing, like walking. They don't say a word. And I'm like, you really think you that sexy?
That's what the world's come to.
Nah, you know what? It's that attitude, man, that I wish. I guess I could have.
Well, we say it all the time.
We say it all
we
the
talk all the
time,
time.
man.
I
I
wish
know.
I
wish
lived
I-
in a world where I thought
I thought that highly of myself.
because those people are living a life, bruh. If you really think that you the shit, you really think that
Can't be told shit,
if you think that everything about you is fly,
Damn.
like everything I do is fly. What I got on is fly. My house is fly. My kids fly. My family fly. My ride fly. Everything about me, I'm doing the most. And there's folks walking around like that. That's got to be a great feeling to have, bro.
You ain't lying, because most of us, we stressing like a motherfucker.
I'm so worried about other motherfuckers.
I'm like,
Yeah,
bitch,
but I mean-
stressing like a motherfucker. Like,
But
I'm stressing.
If you want to have that type of, attitude and confidence in yourself, nice. I don't know if I want to see it.
But you
Because
don't-
I know better.
But when you, but you don't
cool,
know,
though.
but you don't know any better. That's the thing. You think that everybody looking at you the same way. Like they looking at you like that nigga fine.
Okay,
He
so
fly.
So matter of fact, when do you stop wearing tank tops?
What?
Today.
How old? How old do you got to be to stop wearing tank tops?
How old are you?
I don't know. Don't you think you physically would have to be out of shape to stop
No,
wearing
I don't think in shape have anything to do with it.
So them dudes that are in shape, it looks like the tank top still looks right on them. You don't think
What's right?
Like they muscly structured.
So
they
that's
look
what
right?
you like. You like muscular guys in tank tops.
Girls too. Girls look. I
Trying to
don't
get
like seeing no girls.
So you like
out of
muscular
shape.
girls and muscular
I'm
guys
talking
in
about,
tank tops.
you know, I'm saying somebody that the tank top still looks good on.
No.
Well, I'm
when-
saying, what do
when
you consider good? Because you're saying the way, because the way you're coming across is like a fat guy can't wear a tank
In
top.
fact, I cannot wear a tank top.
You saying he
If
can't?
it's he can if it looks
Yeah.
structurally right. There's a lot of
What do you
big
mean
girls that wear-
structurally right? Why can't you just be putting
I'm
on a
just
tank top to
saying-
be
okay,
comfortable?
gotta
wait,
wear
hold on,
his
hold on,
size.
Hold on. let me say it right. If it is the appropriate size for his body,
There you go.
and it looks right.
So you gave
that's
him a
good.
pass.
No. Tony's
Because
right.
he wasn't gonna say that.
Yes, I was. Yes, I
No,
was.
because when you listen to this show over again, you're gonna hear yourself say 3 or 4 different times before you came to this thing is if he looks right, if he's got muscular structure right,
Right, yeah,
he's got
you-
this
you
and
look
that,
wrong.
and then at the
Okay, let me
end
show
you're
you
gonna
some
say
pictures.
if the short fit.
I'm gonna find you some pictures of what I'm talking about.
You ain't show. I know what fat guys look and think, but what I'm
No,
saying
but
is,
I'm talking about when they look stretched out and don't look right, like your stomach's sticking out of it. You shouldn't.
so
wear
that's what I'm
a tank
saying.
top,
So
right?
if your stomach sticks out, you're saying you shouldn't wear a tank top.
I'm saying if it doesn't look like it fits you, you shouldn't have it on. That's not anything.
But you won't say that about a girl wearing some tight ass clothes that look like they don't fit her. But they hella tight and they looking hella sexy. You'd be like, shit, she wearing that shit. But they don't fit her. They too small.
I don't know on that one, man.
think
I
they
might
are.
not.
At least
I
she
might
being
not.
honest.
I might.
But what I'm saying is,
Hey,
what I'm saying is that
if
as you get older, you wear clothes that are comfortable.
because I know them jeans don't fit Beyonce, but she in them motherfuckers.
As I say, when you get older,
Watch your mouth.
you wear
I know they don't
clothes
fit her, but she
That's
in them
Beyonce
that
knows.
motherfuckers.
feel
Carter.
good. Am I right?
Right. That's
So when
why
I see tank tops, which I own some,
Yeah.
I wear them because I like being naked. As I get older, the less clothes I'm wearing.
Okay.
So check it out. When
Let
I
me
mean
ask you
that,
a
when I
question.
mean by that, I don't.
Go ahead.
What I mean by that is I really don't like being naked.
Right. Yeah,
I
you
like clothes. I like clothes that fit me lightly.
Right. All
So
right.
I'm starting to feel like I like less clothes feel.
Boy, when the
I
kids
heard you.
leave the
I heard you.
house.
So if you put a tank top on, and Tone had a tank top on, and I had a tank top on, and my gut was sticking all out my tank top, and Tony had flabby arms all hanging down like
Yeah.
this, would you just say, "Oh, it's cool, Tone"?
I don't
Or
care.
would you
Yeah.
say, Kev, that don't quite.
No, I would not.
you wouldn't.
We all
No,
wear
because
tank
it
tops.
don't that kind of shit don't fuck with me. I will admit to what I do admit to
What?
is I am like that with certain people, which is fucked up to say.
Yeah.
But like I am kind of like always aware of what my wife is wearing. So with my wife, I shouldn't be like this because I should feel that I'm double standard like this. But I should feel like whatever makes her comfortable, wear it.
Wear it.
But as far as my fellas, I don't give a fuck if Tony out of shape like a mug and wearing. Of course, we get our jokes in about shit, but in the big picture, I don't care if he out of shape and wearing a tank top. He wearing a tank top because it's hot. I don't care what kind of shape you in and what you wearing. But what I'm saying it wouldn't bother me. So
I wouldn't. Do what I'm saying is this. I would feel obligated if you was like your gut was sticking out and say, "E, tuck your shirt in."
would you?
I would.
See, I wouldn't.
Especially if I felt
I
like
mean,
somebody
'cause, okay.
was jonesing
No,
on me.
I'll do it
'Cause
so I can get my
upset.
jokes
I would get
off.
upset. I would get
Okay.
upset for somebody jonesing on my partner. If
just
somebody's
let
talking about my
I'll
partner,
let your
I'd be
gut
like,
hang
"Hold the
out
fuck
all
on, man,
you
don't
want."
Wait. We all got our own looks, our own styles. I'm gonna cut my shit off for a minute. We all got our own looks and our own styles, right?
Right. But if
So-
you're rocking your style, I ain't got nothing to
But
say.
no. But what I'm saying is there's certain styles. I cut my shit down, so I'm still good. Y'all still hear me, right?
Of course.
Okay. You got your styles, and there's some styles because it is what it is. There's certain people's styles that offend me. Or I feel like I don't like it. I wish I could say something, but that's his style.
I wouldn't say nothing to those people. I don't know them people.
But what I'm saying is something that makes me feel like I should say something. Maybe I should say something to Kevin about his haircut.
Yeah.
I don't like his haircut and stuff. But I'm not gonna say nothing because it's Kevin's thing. Whatever Kevin want to rock, that's on him. So if you want to wear some shit that don't, I'm sure there's some shit that you wore that I don't like. I'm sure there's some shit that I wore that you don't like.
I'm pretty sure we have.
Same way with Tony. Yeah, Tony's ass.
Include me.
I'm just saying, Tony's ass will come in here with some shorts on with Timberlands. I hate that look. But that's his shit.
That's some bullshit.
Nobody like that shit, man.
Yeah, don't give me that.
Timber.
If you can get some Timberlands off, you can
And some shorts.
Yeah.
That shit look corny to me.
Shit.
But I know that's your East heritage. Y'all stick
it's
with
not.
it.
There's East Coast 90s.
But my thing is that's Tony's shit.
Walking
That's
in.
And I kind of am. I guess I would be wrong about it because there's other people who side with Tony on it. He ain't the only one that wear that kind of shit. There's other motherfuckers who wear it.
They love that
so
shit.
I get you tuck in this motherfucker tucks in the front of his shirt
Right.
to show his belt buckle.
Oh,
I ain't
that's-
I ain't seen that shit since 1995.
I don't got a belt buckle.
What?
So why do
What are
you tuck in
showing
the
me?
front of
Why
your
you showing-
shirt?
Why you showing? Why you showing?
I'm skinny.
Well, for whatever reason he do it. He
You
do
want to
it.
show
Yeah,
the
I just don't like. I don't
You
like
want
my
to show
shirt-
the front
I
is
don't like-
short and the,
I don't like my
back
shirt.
is long?
Coming off your stomach.
Yeah.
So you want to show that your stomach kind of flat.
No. I really
I
don't.
get that.
I don't like my. Yeah, I don't like my.
I kind of get
I
that.
just stuck them because I don't like
Because
that shit.
I might start tucking it in the front of my shirt now when I suck it because
Like, I don't like that
that's
shit.
the one problem I got.
Yeah,
it comes off of my gut.
Yeah.
Well,
so if I tuck it in and hold it in,
if y'all wear tank tops, you just need to trim your bush.
you need to
Right underneath.
and you 50 years
You need
old
that shit. You gotta
and
do
wearing
that
a
shit.
preschool tank top. I think I got this tank top.
Oh, you got the preschool tank top too?
You know, it's tattoos.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you gotta take it.
Let me see your armpits.
That's right.
No, you gotta
we
take it
showing
off, bro.
armpits.
No,
You just
we
showed
not.
it. Yeah, we are.
No,
Let's see.
I didn't show mine. You lifted my arms.
You ain't got no hair under your arms.
He ain't either. Look.
Yeah.
Damn, you either.
Oh, so you are
Oh.
hairy motherfucker.
Oh,
Bit. I got a little
Let
bit.
me see.
you got the clumps?
So we all in show. You not gonna show? How you not gonna show?
Come on, I want to.
You got
We
the
all
clumps?
show, brother. Come on.
You got the
I got hair
clumps.
under my arm. Nuh-uh.
So you got hair.
Yeah.
So you don't
keep
shave
my
your
hair too
armpits?
fucked up. Keep my hair.
You don't shave armpits?
Hell no.
He a hairy bastard. That's a hairy motherfucker right there.
Don't wear tank tops.
Yeah,
I'm not. Fuck that. Keep my hair.
But he wears tank tops. I've seen him in tank tops.
Yeah.
Because he like to show off his shoulders. So,
Okay,
he kinda
but do
big
you?
up in there.
But you got
Hey, right?
you got the clear.
Me, dog. Get
See,
off me.
look, he wants
see, now you wanna flex.
He wants you to touch the good part.
Oh, like, get off,
Touch
get off.
the good part.
All that. All that.
You got the clear roll on when you wear tank tops.
Anyway.
I don't. Yeah, I don't do that. Cutting the air under.
I shave everywhere
I
I
understand
can get.
that the manscaping, but I can't do with the underarms. That shit
I
ain't
do
me.
it everywhere.
That's good.
can't
I mean,
do
it probably less.
What's
sweating,
crazy
huh?
about it is I'm doing it. I don't know why I do it now.
Huh.
Because I ain't like I'm out there. I should have did that shit when I was younger. I was walking around with buckwheat. Back then, I was
Got butt. We get a headlock
Why
up.
do you always do it?
And there's always some dude trying to holler at a girl and his arm is up, and all of a sudden
Hey,
you see a bunch of fucking.
Nah,
Do you
clumpy
think that?
shit on there.
Now I don't got.
Do you think that girls
Man,
think that the hair underneath the arm is sexy though?
Nah, I'm just
I'm
always.
sure there's some girls that like that. 'Cause
girl-
there's
no.
some girls who like hairy
Hairy guy,
guys.
just like,
Yeah.
yeah, like the hair on their chest and all that shit.
Moms.
I got like 3 strands.
Your mother,
Nigga, don't be talking
like-
about my mom. What you
you're
talking
60 or
about?
70 years old.
My mama didn't like no
them
hair.
three
strands.
Them the hair tie
Jesse do got hair on his chest.
chest. Yeah, they like
Yeah.
that shit.
That's crazy how Jesse
never
got hair
been
on
able
his
to
chest. I
grow
ain't got no hair on my
I got
chest.
3 strands. Like
You got hair on your back? Yeah. How you get hair on your back and not on your chest?
Sit back there.
How you got hair?
Sit back here. Like
Hey,
that.
how you get hair on your back but not hair on your chest?
It's up here.
But how's that happen?
You got hair back there too.
No, I don't.
Damn, because you ain't got no hair.
I know I got hair nowhere.
My jerk curls just sit right there for years. Just
You
laid
get-
all down my shoulder.
you get hair on your
Got
chest?
Ready for the world shit.
You shave your chest.
Yeah, but I don't have it enough.
You have hair,
I might as well
Chill?
just take it.
You got hair on your
shaves it off.
chest?
He shaves it off though.
Like
I don't know. I'm not hairy, but I just whatever is there.
whatever little
Yeah.
stuff comes, you wrap. Like me,
Nipple hairs.
look, me, I've never ever shaved my chest. I ain't never got a piece of hair on my chest.
I got 3
You're
strands.
personal
That's
as
it.
fuck around it.
3 motherfucking strands. Like this motherfucker.
Listen, man.
Would you want to have hair on your chest?
No.
Nah.
I shit nasty.
I don't even want either.
Nah,
Fuck am I
that Tom
working
Selleck
out
shit
for?
ain't for me.
But see, like me, I say, you got hair on your arms.
Yeah.
A little bit. You don't shave your arms, right?
Nah.
I don't shave.
you
I
my
ain't never
girl?
shaved my arms.
That's as far as this shit go.
That's it.
After all these years.
Yeah, but he also got a full beard.
I know.
It took me a lot to get a full beard. I did a lot of shit to get to my.
But you've always had hair.
I had a little bit of hair right here.
You've always had hair since I know
Oh
you.
my God.
Yeah. So
And you still got your hair on your head.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
Be
a
glad.
lesson from a grandma, grandpa,
Be
all the
glad.
ones, they all had hair.
It's crazy
They
because
died.
Jesse finally starting to lose hair. Jesse's my dad. He's finally starting to thin up here, getting thin. But he's always had. He's 70-something years old. Me, that shit hit me early. That
But
shit.
did your grand? They say it's
All that processing.
It comes from your mom, though, right?
Your mom, yeah, grandma.
What?
Did your grandma have?
It's supposed to come from your mom's side.
Yeah, that's what you say. Your grandma.
Your hair?
Did your grandma have a full head of hair? Do you remember?
Nah, she had that peanut head too.
Oh yeah, yeah. My grandma had a fully head.
My mom, my dad, my mom, my grandma, my brother. My brother just like my mom. They both ain't got no hair. Hairline start back here. But
Had a 5 head.
yeah, they got my brother got the big old head, big old forehead. Mama Zola too. Zola got a big old head too.
And I can't say nothing. My granddad looked like Cab Calloway, so I don't know.
I seen pictures of you do.
That motherfucker look clean as fuck, huh?
No, you do like that. They didn't like Calloway.
Damn, you
He
get that
look
money,
like Cab
get him.
Calloway. That
Yeah,
shit
you
crazy
look like
as
him.
fuck.
Howdy ho, all that other shit. Get that money.
Shit. Never married my grandma. I found out. Look, you got 20 kids.
He
Never
got some
married.
good. He got some good stories.
Damn, grandpa.
You be finding out all type of shit.
Tony got some players in this film.
I was like, how the fuck you get all these kids? You ain't never married them? It was like,
Tony got
and then they were like, think about it. They had different last names. I was like,
Tony go
oh, shit.
Tony go back east and find relatives he never knew you had. Like, damn.
Tony, you got
Yeah, but I'm
you
also-
go back. Tony, you got to tuck your dick, huh? When you go back, you like, I can't fuck her. She might be my cousin. Might be my
No,
sister.
no, I can't go to a Cape Verdean party and
Nowhere. Right?
try to mack on no girl and
It's
shit.
like, damn, but Cape Verde's off the islands for me. You can't go
Nah,
there.
He had that kind of, I mean, ain't to the same experience. I mean, not to the same exact thing, but he kind of had that thing happen here where he, just a friend, we both families shared the same friend. And just come to find out, he found out like, when he first met her, was like, you're from Cape Verde? He's like, you're Cape Verdean? He's like, yeah, I'm Cape Verdean. Like, you Cape Verdean? And even though they didn't try to get at each other, but it's like in Sacramento, the community is so small that they got to know each other. Like, wait, who's your mom? Who's your mom? What the fuck? And then they start talking. Like, hold up a minute.
That's my bush.
Just also you telling me that story.
yeah, the
about-
Cape Verdeans, it's always asking who your mom is. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a certain generation.
Right.
Like, who's your mom? And then they tell you some nickname, some Cape Verdean nickname by the time you're like, oh, I went to school with her. Oh, shit. You went
call
to
up
school
your
with
But
my
I'm
mom's
saying,
your mom.
you know such
especially,
and such.
especially in this area, because you know, ain't like
Yeah.
the East Coast where there's so many. Out here, it's like even a closer knit. So it's like, whoa, you Cape Verdean? Who's your mom? Yeah, they might really be cousins.
Hey, on the real, the first time I heard of a Cape Verdean was when Tony said that shit.
That's the first time I heard of him too.
I was like, what the fuck?
And Tony didn't even tell me forever. I thought the nigga was Puerto Rican when I first met him. Then I thought, I just thought he was a light skin. I thought he was a light skin, just a light skinned brother, right?
Puerto Rican.
But then I thought he was Puerto Rican.
Dominican, some shit.
Because if you don't never ask him, he'll hit you because he can do every accent.
Yeah.
So he does every accent, and he plays every. This motherfucker plays every whatever the party is. He can
I'm be that.
Yeah, he can be that. I've witnessed it. I've seen him. He just blends right on in.
This bullshit I did just to get a girl's number or even anything, man. She's like, oh, you Puerto Rican? And she started speaking Spanish. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
He knows
I
enough.
don't speak Spanish because
But
I was
he knows
adopted.
enough about every. he knows enough about every culture
Just to squeeze his ass through.
just to show you, just to fool you, to think he's part of that culture. I'm telling you, that motherfucker knows every little thing.
Yeah, I can't pull that shit off anymore, man. Old ass.
Cape Verdean, that's
can't
what
do that shit.
that's what he is though. That's a trip. That's the only one I know.
Well, shit, then we gonna leave it at that. We gonna sign out.
All right, bye.
Little Cape Verdean shit. Tone, take us out with a Cape Verdean tune. Look at Tone like, what the fuck?
What is a Cape Verdean tune? You know what's crazy?
You know what?
I would love to go. I wish Tony could take us. I wish we was rich like that.
Yeah.
I would love to go to the island.
Go to Tony's Cape Verde.
Go see Tony's folks.
They got resorts, man. We out there.
You should go.
Tone, you know, is it like going to the Bahamas?
All I got to do is go to Rhode Island.
What is it like though? Is it like the Bahamas?
It's always
What is the
warm.
island like?
Huh?
Is it
Let's
like?
go. Let's go do a podcast.
I mean, what I'm
from
saying
Cape
like
Verde.
weather. I'm talking about the weather like and stuff. What is it like?
It's like what?
What is it close to?
Is it tropical?
It's 50 miles away from what? Africa. So it's like Senegal
That
is
ain't
right
telling me
there.
nothing.
God damn. I
They
heard
ain't tell you nothing.
How
It's-
far is it from Puerto Rico?
There's no
Because we
way.
black, he think we know where Africa at.
What? Yeah, y'all should.
Well, no. Because my thing is, when you
Like
look
we've
at him,
been to Africa.
see,
Like,
he fucks you up.
50 miles from Africa.
Like-
What the fuck? What does that mean?
Yeah. So he fucks you up by saying it's 50 miles or whatever he said from Africa,
Africa.
right?
What a
So now, when you look at him,
West Coast.
that ain't telling me shit. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, he looked Dominican. How far is that from? How far is that from Puerto Rico?
Oh,
How
yeah.
far is that from the Dominican Republic?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me how far it is from them. 'Cause that's who you look like.
Check this out, man. That's like a Caribbean.
So you're not. So you're not even
far.
by there.
West
Hell
Coast
no.
of Africa.
He
The
said
West
Africa.
Coast. So you're on the West Coast of Africa.
Yes,
Yeah,
Senegal is right
So
there.
how far is that from like Brazil?
What's the islands that? What's,
So wait a minute. So
Wait a
you're
minute,
saying
wait a
you
minute,
close
wait a
to
minute, wait a minute.
African?
What's the islands that they stop
We're in
when
the
they was coming
African
from
nation
Africa?
flag somewhere.
Tone, what's the
You
islands?
are.
What's the islands they
Yes.
stopped when they was coming
Bullshit.
from Africa? They were taking the slaves from Africa and they stopped in them little islands right in the
They
middle.
stopped at one. There's one island right
That's
there.
us. They made a
Yeah,
whole
but
culture
the whole-
from
but
slavery.
There's a bunch of them though. It's not just Cape Verde.
Yeah, this is like
They call it the Negro
Verde
Islands.
motherfuckers-
Cape Verde is
The
killing
Negro Isles.
I
like
forgot that. Yeah,
7
whatever that isle is,
islands,
there's a
whatever,
bunch
yeah.
of.
They call the Owl of the Negroes.
So Cape Verde's right there. That's what you said, Tone.
me. Yeah, it's right close
All
to
right,
Senegal.
all right.
So you'd be all right.
I forgot what those people called. I just
Google
saw some
it.
show and they were all in there. They didn't say nothing about no Cape Verde.
So you saying that you
course
close to
not.
Africa?
Yes,
Bullshit.
Senegal.
Because they Spanish. They were
Bullshit.
Spanish, right, Tone?
No,
No. What I'm understanding, there were Spanish people.
How close are you to Portugal?
the Portuguese were the people that took over that island.
So I gotta back and look at that show.
slave trade.
Yeah. They were talking about that whole get down. I gotta figure that shit out.
Yeah, I don't think you buy Africa.
Why not?
I don't think so.
Akon, Senegal.
Oh shit.
Akon look way different than you.
They just been out in the sun a little bit longer.
Oh, see the truth come out. See how the truth come out? Oh,
I'm
see how
hearing
you
it.
cracking black jokes now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you ain't from Africa, bro.
Maybe I can. Have you seen my relatives? And you have.
I have. Hey, that don't, and his relatives don't tell you nothing because you see everything from this side. You see everything from all the
That's
way.
some shades.
Yeah.
Man, his family, you would never know.
You just can't tell.
Cause you got folks that look like they almost white, all the way to
Like
brothers
Colombian.
over here, like, and you got Cap Calloway in the middle. Howdy, ho.
Hide ho.
But
And you got like a couple of
there's a whole bunch of folks in that family.
you got Grady coming out of nowhere.
Cause your dad dark.
Yeah, he's low dark.
He was dark,
That's
right?
the only reason why I got these tan.
That's why he got a little flavor to it.
I got a little something.
He ain't got no flavor.
He looked like the dude
People,
that
we
sings
gonna
Find
find
Young
out where the
Cannibals.
fuck Cape Verde at.
He do. You're right. You remember that cat on the Fine Young Cannibals?
Uh-huh.
The light skinned cat?
Yeah.
That's what his dad looked like.
All right.
Man,
We gonna find out what Cape Verde at. I'm gonna find
ain't
out.
nobody gonna find out. Okay, I
Ain't
see
nobody
Cape
gonna
Verde all the
fucking
time. When the Olympics
Simple
start.
as that. I'm gonna get educated.
Olympics though.
When the Olympics start, I see Cape Verde in every 4 years.
Oh my God, you talk to a Cape Verdean every day.
I don't know where the fuck you from.
You confusing us.
I just ran down like 10 minutes of this whole
I
fucking
don't know where
bullshit.
he's from,
All right,
man.
let's go.
I've been knowing this motherfucker for 20 odd years and don't know where.
Don't know where Cape Verde is, huh?
Don't know where he's
Shave
from.
your pits.
And
There is somebody
tank
famous
top.
from Cape Verde. I mean, there's what's her name?
Tone, do
Cause-
you spell it like it sound?
CAPE.
Yeah.
V-
Cape
Hey, so name what's the girl's name that's from Cape Verde?
Who?
The girl, the model, the chick that's fine chick. They used to be with Kanye.
Something Rose?
Amber.
Amber Rose?
Amber
she's
Rose?
She's
Cape
half.
Verde.
Oh, wow.
She's half.
And then there's a dude from the dude that cheated on.
Michael Beach.
Remember from what's the name of the movie? We in the
Wait
studio,
Next
he
Hell?
he tear that stuff up.
Was it Wait Next?
Is that Wait Next Hell? You
it's
know,
Soul-
you
Soul
see him
Food.
all the time.
No, it was Soul Food.
Soul Food.
Soul Food.
Oh, okay.
Michael
You know what I'm
Beach.
talking about? Michael, what's his name?
Michael Beach.
And he looked see how dark he is. He look like a black cat, right? And then you got cats like Tony over here. Then you don't know what the hell he is.
I'm about to get well educated on Cape Verde.
Don't do that.
No, we're not.
I would like to go there though.
Hey, you got anything else you want to say, bro?
Resorts.
Nope. What's that nigga's name again?
Michael Beach.
No, I ain't got nothing to say. Michael Beach. B.A.
Listen to us. Check us out. YouTube and all the other places where you get your podcasts. Tone, take us out.
All right, man. Shout out to K-Berg. Love you, Ma.
Peace.